you're like the poster boy for anxiety, aren't you? You're in this article. You didn't write it, but you're quoted.
I got a phone call from Time Magazine.
Yeah.
Writer, and she says, I'm paraphrasing, but it was basically I'm the go-to person.
That's right.
About anxiety. But it's a switch on this article. It's how I can use anxiety in a positive way.
Yeah, tell me about that. How do you do that?
I lied to her. The whole thing's a lie.
You said the anxiety's
The whole
working?
thing's a scam from my point of view. I'm a wreck. No. It was more about the creative process for me.
Yeah.
And when I go on stage, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Right.
So I really have like hundreds of hours of stuff, and I don't like to have an act. I'm the act. If they don't like me, goodbye, get a dinner.
Does that happen often?
No. that was mean. Illiterate, and they walk out on them. We'll be right back on our second segment.
Have you ever worked the Catskills? You know, what happens if
that
you
was the worst show of my life.
Out.
That was the worst show.
Yeah.
Let me just dig this.
Yeah.
No. I use anxiety to work myself up into a lather. So when I get on stage, it helps me. It turns me into a funnier guy.
I see.
All right, let's move on to the Concorde.
Okay, so what happened to you at the
But it's a great article.
Okay.
And I'm also doing we'll talk about the sex thing because that's my wife's going to leave me.
We'll talk about sex in the next segment.
Yeah, because I'm a nutcase.
Yeah.
And then in Playboy, I'm a sex addict.
Right. It's you.
My wife has to be having an affair.
It's that fabulous
she
pastiche that is Richard Lewis.
Oh, look at you. You always try to throw in a little word so you can get some free Danish. Let me just... I didn't even know what that meant.
Pastiche. You think I'm talking pastry. I know. It's all right.
I'm an idiot. What? Again, I'm an idiot.
Now, what happened to you at the Concorde? Did you die
Yes,
at the Concorde?
a week before, and this is a boast, and I sold out Carnegie Hall, got 2 standing ovations in 2.5 hours, okay?
Yeah.
You hear that bell?
Was that you?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
You know what it was? It was a little bit of indigestion. So dig this. My agent says it's a lot of money, the Concorde. I said, I don't play the Catskills. Because it's not my audience.
Yeah. Why? They're Jewish.
It's not because they're Jewish. Because it's great food, and there was 3,000 people.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Eating.
Right.
So, and I had to do 60 minutes. I had the big check in my back pocket.
Yeah.
I told the limo guy, and this is when, and I wasn't drunk. This is when I wasn't sober. I've been sober almost 18 years.
Right.
But back then, I brought a limo and a young actress and friends and champagne. I said, keep the limo running because I'm going to be running out of here. And they introduced me as Richard Lewis. To 3,000 people, no one said, not one applause. Here's what I heard. Harry, where's my pears? I don't have pears. Give me that Danish. Give me that Danish. 3,000 people screaming over their entrees.
So how did you do it?
Here's what I did. I have 48 and a half minutes because I wanted that bread.
Right.
I wanted that bread. But here's what I learned from it. The owner of I believe it was the Concorde, very famous guy, he took pictures with me with all his cronies before the show. After the show, I didn't see him because I bombed. I got not one laugh, but I did my 60 minutes.
I think I heard about it.
But
were you crying?
No,
Someone said you were crying.
I was so drunk after the show. But the Sun sent me a bottle of champagne, which was fabulous.
Oh.
And he wrote with a note, you can't be all things to all people. And that really meant a lot to me.
I see. But in this particular audience, you were no one to nobody. The way you describe it. I mean, you say no one laughed.
I only use Viagra after I do a show with you.